Alright, we're looking at the Assassin's Creed 5 Unity trailer analysis. Next gen starts here. That means that, I think that means that they were literally just trying to push, saying that they're the best next gen console game producer. This ballroom slash building slash whatever it is looks like it could be like a house. Could be more of a, like I said, a church. I don't know. It looks more like a ceremonial building than a house. But then again, it could be just a wealthy man house. I don't know. It could be expressing that there's the wealthy in France, or I don't really know. But that's just my little opinion on it. But we do know that French architecture is like really, really beautiful. And as you can see on those posts in between the windows and a painting on the wall and all that stuff. And I know that French also can dance. They can do some nice dance moves and stuff. And didn't they invent like ballet or something? They had something to do with ballet. Some kind of dance. I don't know dance that well. But they did. Ballet people, they do have like flat floors, and when older people like back then probably did dancing. They probably had flat wooden floors, which are really shiny, and you can see on the floor, granite or marble or whatever that floor is. You can see on the floor that it is reflecting like really well, like through the windows. So yeah, so we come to a conclusion that it's either a church building or some kind of other ceremonial building or dance floor room. I don't know, but all we know is that it's empty for some reason. In my opinion, looks like a nice ballroom, flat floor. Look at that street. You can tell like it looks like slums. These graphics look sweet. There's nice glass reflection. All right, this picture looks like we have said, like dirty, slum-like, and maybe like this is like a poor part of a town. It looks like there's garbage everywhere. It looks really good. The lighting, like the torch in the top right corner, that looks really well done. The darkness too. Like, it gives it a look of like poor and like slum-like. I don't know. I think the contrasting, between around the corner you can see the light and the shadows between the building where you can't see any light. I think that looks really amazing. And then you can see also in the distance there's like posts and windows and stuff you can climb. Yeah, you can see the architecture that's in the traditional Assassin's Creed way for climbing. And you can also see on the top right corner and top left corner that there's like awnings and stuff and posts sticking out of walls. This honestly reminds me of Revelations, where there's the part that's burnt and it looks all like destroyed and crappy. Wasn't that a fire or something? I know it's like burnt and like looks all crappy, but I think it was a fire. In Revelations? Yeah. I don't know. I remember that, but this reminds me of that because it looks like it's like destroyed, and I think it really reminds me of Assassin's Creed 3's architecture because it really does look like this. Because the way I see it is, since America, whenever immigrants are coming over, they pretty much just took the architecture style and made it in America. Yeah. So the buildings it's going to be a little bit of a nostalgia effect because they look pretty similar. Nice lighting. There's a French flag there that proves it's France. As we have mentioned before, that is a very big giveaway that if you haven't realized yet, look at that flag in the bottom of the building. That is the French flag. That is a very, very big giveaway that is set in Paris. If you couldn't tell from Notre Dame at the end of the trailer. Not Paris, but France. Sorry. But that is very interesting, actually, because France is a very unique architecture, place. And, like, look at the buildings. You can tell that you're going to be able to climb those. That looks really interesting. The draw distance. You can see the city in the background. In the far right next to the wall, you can see a building. More buildings. Yes, this is very interesting to see all this smokestacks and the chimneys and all the windows, unique buildings. Because France always has like unique culture and architecture. They have said, they meaning Ubisoft, Ubisoft has said that in Black Flag there will be very big hints to the next Assassin's Creed game.
So,
I thought
yeah.
Clayton here. I thought it was going to be because of the slaves. I thought it was going to be like slavery and
Civil War
the
kind of
Civil
style.
War, which would kind of make sense because you freed slaves in Adewale, and then it would be like the Civil War. But it turns out because Port-au-Prince, which is now Haiti, if I'm saying that right, excuse me if I'm not. Port-au-Prince is a French colony, if you haven't realized.
So
And
when you go to Port-au-Prince, there is French people everywhere. French slavers, French soldiers, every people are French. So that's a dead giveaway that
You're
you
going
are
to
going
France
to France.
next.
And Adewale's ship that he steals and becomes his own, or not Adewale steals, but has, is called the Espirito Crede. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong on saying that, I'm sorry if I am, but that is also French.
It's a French ship, yeah.
So, primitively, most of the ships and people in this game are French.
Then it will also incorporate the box that Ezio gave Shao Jun, and then that Adewale gave the Templar delivery girl. Somehow that will be passed down and most likely be reoccurring in Assassin's Creed 5, and I really can't wait to see what is inside that box, and that's so interesting, and then helped Shao Jun find her way.
Well, I don't even know if it did help her find a way because, Ezio said to open it if you lose your way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Adewale doesn't want it to be open because no one has lost their way.
I don't know.
Maybe that could be the reason.
Or whatever's in there she used and put back.
I couldn't even tell you because there could be 1,000 different things in that box.
Yeah, I don't know. All the climbing, you can see the architecture looks awesome.
In this picture, it looks like he is opening up a pocket watch or looking at something like a picture or something.
Like locket.
Yeah, some kind of locket. And then he puts it away and then looks down at the crowd. So maybe in the crowd is someone that he loves or his friend or
On the
hates.
guillotine.
Or he hates and he's just looking at a picture of him.
But obviously he cannot go down there for some odd reason, so he's on top of the building.
He's just watching the execution. And it looks like he's looking at the picture and then looking at the person, and then the person gets killed.
And his robes are much different from the original Assassin's Creed robes. He
has brown pauldrons.
I don't know, they're not armor though. It's either leather or cloth. He has like armor.
And he's black robes.
It reminds me of Ezio's from Revelations and Edward's mixed. And you can see that he does not have a hidden blade that we can see on his left arm. It just looks like a leather glove just thrown over his arm. So we're not too sure where the hidden blade is, or if he just maybe has one on his right hand, or if he has them at all.
And the assassin hidden. There's Notre Dame with the assassin. He looks like he had a pocket watch.
We have an idea that in this scene he is looking at a watch. As you can see, the bells ringing in the background count to 8 or 9, I think it's 8, but he is right on schedule. So he's checking his watch and it's 8 o'clock and he's just in time for the guillotining. So that kind of makes sense because he's making sure that someone dies because he's over top of the crowd, and he's checking his watch just to make sure that he's right on schedule.
He planned the execution. He probably got some guy in trouble and got him killed. And he planned it and he wanted it to happen. So he's checking the clock. Oh, his pocket watch, that's what the little locket / pocket watch looking thing is. And you can see that he's looking, it's right on schedule, and he puts it away. It just looks right out. We'll show you the footage just one more time, and you will be able to see that he literally just puts it away and looks and just watches the execution. this picture shows the assassin for the first time. As you can see, he is the tall standing person on the looks like a post on the edge of the building in the far right. Yes, he's first look, so it's really interesting to see another assassin after Edward and Ottawale. But it's also yet again really cool because there's been rumors that his name has been Arno or Arnaud. So if those rumors are true, or if they're just in a kind of a beta stage for almost a name for the character, just a thrown out name, or it's actually going to be his name, that's going to be really interesting to find out either way. And you can also see the full height of Notre Dame, the big cathedral in the background. And you can also tell that the bell is ringing, and it goes up to, I think it's eight dings, I guess you want to call it. I don't know what to call it. It rings 8 times throughout the whole trailer. So it's like 8 o'clock or something.
8 o'clock.
I don't know if that means in the morning.
It's probably 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if it means anything.
It kind of gives back from nostalgia from Assassin's Creed 1 trailer, whenever he's waiting above the bell, in the bell tower, and all of a sudden whenever it rings and he goes down and kills the executioner, which is like this one, because it's the bell ringing at an execution, and the assassin is watching over it. So
a little bit of nostalgia.
Who knows if he does anything, because the trailer ends
when the guillotine
falls.
But then again, he could have leap of faith off and stopped it somehow. Maybe, I don't know. They're quick. I mean,
yeah, who knows? He most likely went down there and killed someone anyways, even if the guy died in the guillotine or not.
Yeah, just like Altair, the people got hung and he still killed them.
Yeah.
So, I just like that.
It was like a pocket watch or some kind of locket.
And there's the guillotine. Alright, this guillotine is very interesting because it kind of relates to the time period.
We did some research, and supposedly the guillotine was first used, I don't know about invented, but used in 1792. And that was maybe at least 4 or 5 years after the war started. So, we've come to a conclusion, excuse me, that the game will take place in or sometime after 1792.
Because the guillotine is being used. And
the war, it started in 1789, ended in 1799, so there's plenty of time to go from.
And it was a revolution, so there were people being executed daily.
Like for treason and heresy.
Yes.
So, or rebellion leaders or whatever was going on, people were getting executed.
So
or it could be a Templar plot that people are trying to get killed, so in the Templars' favor. You never know. People getting killed. The first time it was used, 1792. So, like I said before, after 1792, in 1792, nothing before that.
I think this is a really interesting fact, because it really relates. Because I know people were wondering, what part of France? France has many battles and fighting. Well, this here proves that it's after 1792.
They were always wondering what time period and everything. So it's either going to be late 1700s and early 1800s. Then there is the execution that has just taken place, maybe by his hand, maybe by his order, call, whatever you want to call it. Most likely he ordered the execution or framed him by slander, propaganda, or by the public's aid. Maybe he was a high-end figure that everyone wanted to see get killed. That's probably why there was empty streets and the crowd, a big, huge, maybe like 2,000 man crowd outside Notre Dame. But now it's over, and that high-end figure / person is dead. This is the end of Assassin's Creed Unity
trailer analysis / thoughts on number 1. Stick around to wait for, or just go and watch number 2. And hopefully you can correct us in what we have done wrong in this video.
If we did anything wrong, we might have false information, we might not. We don't know, we were just kind of talking along with what we thought was good or wrong or whatever. I don't know, it's just kind of a talk.
Tell us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram about some information that you think we should talk about, or if you just want to talk about Assassin's Creed stuff, or if you have any ideas, just talk to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We'll have links in the description for all of the accounts. And we will see you guys later. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.